Welcome back to the live stream of the Canberra World Boccia Challenger here at the AUS Arena in Canberra, the capital city of Australia. My name is Catherine and I'm joined by my commentator today, Fiona. Hello, Fiona.
Hello, how are you?
And we're looking forward to talking you through and helping you understand the fine points of boccia and what to look out for. So we are waiting for the athletes now to be called up to each of the 6 courts. There are 6 courts here and there'll be different matches on each of the 6 courts. We're covering court 1 and the World Boccia website can tell you who's playing next and who will be after them. We're on day 2 of competition and this will be a BC3 men's competition, the first round of Pool B. And here come the athletes. And they'll start with the match that is furthest away from us. It's quite fun, Fiona, isn't it? Because we've actually got a match that ran a bit late and they're exiting the other end.
I know, it was full on.
Versus from China. A referee on court 5 is Rob Lady.
And coming on to the field of play, the referee leads the way, then the 2 competitors, and the second referee, is that what you call him?
He's a linesman.
A linesman.
Yeah.
And Fiona, I know you're a coach and a player. Are you a referee as well?
No, but my partner is a referee. He's a level 2 referee.
Wow.
And he's actually lining at this comp. So this is his first time doing an international competition.
And my mum actually asked me, how do you become a referee? So how did he get started?
On the Boccia Australia website, you can find the online course. So you register to do the online course and read all the material, take a couple quizzes. And then once you've done all the modules, you have to then do a written test and an in-person exam. So usually that's done at a local competition, the in-person exam.
And you'd find out about where those local competitions are on the Boccia Australia website.
Yeah,
as
definitely.
Well. Yep. We can see our players for this match. As I said, this is a BC2 men's competition. In the yellow is Lachlan Kavanagh representing Australia, and he is competing against the Korean competitor Jeongmin Sohn. So what the athletes will do now, Fiona, they will be, what's the next thing they do? They'll just come onto the court?
They'll do a warm-up first.
And how important is the warm-up? When you're coaching the athletes, what do you tell them to focus on?
Securing the jack is very important. You want to take charge of that jack before the opponent gets a chance.
So are they sort of feeling the court and how their balls are rolling?
Yeah,
is that what they're doing in a warm-up?
The warm-up's a great place to find out how quick the floor is and how your balls will roll on the floor.
And I'm told we have one of the best floors in the world, supported by the Australian government, have supported Australian Boccia to put in a KOR floor, which is a specialist floor, instead of playing on basketball courts. Yeah. Apparently it makes quite a difference.
It's Terraflex. So we're actually quite fortunate at our Liverpool club. We have Terraflex flooring.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of good for us. Like occasionally we get other players from other clubs that come and train with us just because of the floor.
And is that the Terraflex, is that the type of floor there'd be at most international competitions, especially high-level ones?
Yeah, definitely. All the Paralympic boccia competitions will be on Terraflex. And it's literally like this, except sometimes it's blue or green. The colour really doesn't matter so much. It's more the type of flooring.
We have some discussion going on there. I'm not sure what that's about. That's one of the referees.
Yeah, that's Kevin Exton. He's from New Zealand. And then the linesman on court is actually my partner, Jack.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
And they're talking, I think, to the chief referee.
Yes.
And when you need to clarify something, you would bring in the chief referee.
Yes. If anything happens during the game and the referee on court isn't quite sure, he will call them out so they can come and measure.
We can't hear what they're saying, so
No.
we're not sure what the point of contention is. And towards the end of the warm-up time, there we are, Lachlan's underway.
Lachlan's balls are going very far to the end of the court.
He maybe wants to see like how far they roll.
Nice.
Each player has 6 balls, and I believe they're quite different.
Yes, you can get all different types of hardness. So you can get a soft, medium, hard. And like the harder the ball is, actually will mean it will roll further. So usually the soft ones are the ones you want to use when you want it to stick.
Stay nice and close
Yeah.
and stick to the jack,
Yeah.
which of course is the goal. The goal is to get your ball closest to the white jack, and then as many of your other balls.
The
Close
hard
to-
balls are actually quite good for knockaways too. If you've got a pesky ball in the way of your opponent, you might want to throw a good hard ball at it and push it back.
The balls are all the same size and the same weight, though, aren't they? Even
Yes.
though they may have different levels of softness and hardness within the allowed range.
Yeah, I was just about to say they have a 12-gram variant. Like
It's quite a bit.
yeah,
12
so
grams.
it's 275 grams is the weight that it should be, or it can be 12 grams less or 12 grams higher than that.
Oh, that's quite a wide variation.
Yeah.
So the lightest to the heaviest ball, there'd be a 24.
I think it's 263 to 280 something.
I'm not gonna try and do the maths in my head.
my mathematics is not on point at the moment, but I know it's it can be quite interesting because the humidity actually changes the balls.
I would think it would be quite dry. Canberra's typically a dry climate, and from the feel here it's air conditioned, so potentially quite dry here.
It's always important, like, because I myself play as well. I tend to keep mine inside. Like, you wouldn't want to keep your balls in the garage where it gets really cold or...
So the variation in
Yeah.
temperature is not good.
Yeah, no.
So if you're listening out there and watching this, don't leave your balls in the garage.
No, don't.
Fiona says.
Not a good idea.
And Fiona, you work with a couple of different clubs. Which are the clubs you've established?
So I started at Penrith Club and now I actually run that club. And I mainly coach the Penrith athletes. And I also help Jack set up the Liverpool club. And I play for Liverpool now, and I play because we're actually local to Liverpool.
And there's the call to start, although on our court 1, we're still under discussion. Do you have an idea what it might be?
I have no idea. I'm trying to work it out.
It's obviously something quite significant because usually they're reluctant to delay the start
Yeah,
of the game.
like the game hasn't officially started, so unless there's an issue with the balls or the flooring.
They have started on all the other courts. They did call to start the game. So we're still working to check something. Usually the athletes go through a call room before they come out.
That's right.
So usually most issues are cleared up.
Yeah, and usually if any of the athletes have any special requirements that they need, the call room is the place to tell the referee what those are. So unless this was something that was discussed in the call room and they waited until they came out.
Oh, okay, that is possible to wait till you come out. The World Challenger competition is the lowest level of international competition. I think Have I got that right, Fiona? And then it goes to World Cup and World Championships
Yes.
and Paralympic Games. Yeah. And the importance of these events is for athletes to earn ranking points so that they can get into competitions.
Yeah, the bigger events. Yeah.
So it's not just about being selected to represent your country. You also have to qualify to get into the field, because the field size is limited.
Definitely. Usually countries only get a certain amount of athletes that they're allowed to have as part of their team.
And there is also another World Challenger underway in Portugal.
Oh, wow.
As well. Yeah, so we haven't many European athletes here. There's a small team from Spain, athletes more from our region, from Mongolia, from India, from Korea, as our player here, Jeongmin Sohn, Chinese Taipei, China, Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Japan. 12 countries participating, and how many athletes were you saying earlier?
We have 60 athletes.
From all over Australia.
The world.
All over the world,
Yeah.
yes. And a strong Australian team as well. Some of the Australian athletes are making their international debut.
Actually, yeah, there's 9 Australians competing at this Challenger, and I would say we have 2 new BC3 athletes.
And they're the ramp
Yeah,
players,
they're the ramp
aren't they?
athletes, yeah.
And you can imagine that with such extraordinary talented athletes as Jeongmin, Lachlan and Dan Michelle in that BC3 class, the athletes who are coming up, it's harder for them to
definitely.
get the opportunities. But here we're able to enter those new competitors as well as Jeongmin and Dan. And so that's the importance of having opportunities in your own country as we follow the green and gold runway through to 2032 and the Brisbane Paralympic Games.
Yeah, that'll be really
Well,
exciting as well.
Exciting to have Paralympic competition back in Australia after Sydney 2000.
Gosh, that feels so long ago.
It does, doesn't it? Yes, I was commentating in Sydney 2000, not boccia, athletics.
Oh, were you
Para
actually?
Athletics, yes. And did you come and watch, or?
I actually did go to the Paralympics in 2000, but I didn't know of boccia back then.
Ah, because boccia's
So-
quite a core sport in
Yeah.
Paralympic sport. It was definitely on.
Yeah.
I remember the competitors. Looks like we're about to get underway.
Hopefully they've resolved whatever was going on.
So the person to throw the jack is determined by a coin toss, I believe, in the call room.
Yeah,
And
so-
then it's turn by turn.
So usually it's always the red ball that goes first, but it's whoever wins the coin toss gets to choose whether they are blue or red.
Ah, there's a choice.
Yeah.
Ah,
So and
so
then
it's-
once they choose their colour, then that determines that they're going to go first if they go red.
So Jeongmin Sohn from Korea has thrown the jack. What do you think of where he's placed it?
He's done a pretty close line to the V line.
It has to get over that V line, doesn't it?
Yeah, if he actually was in front of the V, he would have fouled the jack, and then it would have gone over to Lachlan.
That happened in the previous match I commentated. A player didn't get it over the line, and it had quite significant consequences
Wow.
because it meant that the other player had 2 turns in a row
That's
to
right.
put the jack out, and as well as putting the jack out, you get to throw the first ball.
And if you secure that first ball and make it really difficult for your opponent, it can make all the difference in the game.
A very tactical game, boccia, isn't it?
Yes.
It looks simple, so close, but what would you have preferred to see there?
It would have been much better for him to be touching the jack, so that it would make it hard for Lachlan to shift. Even though he may be obstructing some of Lachlan's view of the jack, hopefully there's enough space that he can still get in there and cover it.
Yes, there's not a direct line, so Jeongmin Sohn has placed it quite well. and Lachlan has pushed the red ball up.
Yes.
So now the referee has indicated that because the red ball is closest, the blue ball player, which is Lachlan, goes next.
Yes, that's correct. So whoever's closest, obviously, until the opponent runs out of balls, they will continue to throw if they don't move up in front of the other opponent.
Lachlan positioning himself in the box. They have to remain inside the box.
But it's very smart. He's using his box space, and he's probably gone further back so that he can get a different view of the jack. Nice. Ooh.
But again, he's
unlucky.
knocked the red ball
Yeah,
up.
very unlucky.
So that was possibly a harder ball
Yes.
to have pushed another ball. He's chosen to use a harder ball at that point. 6 balls for each player in each end.
Ideally, he'd want to do like a jump shot, hit the jack and push it back, which can be tricky.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want that red ball sitting right on the jack.
No, but it will be hard to shift because it's right in the middle. See, he was trying to do what I was talking about. He'd need to get it right on the jack so he could push it back.
A limited time for each throw.
Yes, it's 3.5 minutes usually for throwers.
For all of their balls.
Yeah.
And I think it's a minute for each throw. They have a minute to make a throw after the referee calls. So Lachlan Kavanagh under pressure. That's a lovely shot, isn't it?
Not a bad shot. It's right on the side.
But he's still calling, the referee's still calling the red as the closer ball.
I think the red is touching from what I can see. It'd be very close. If Lachlan can get it in front, oof, tough shot.
And it really demonstrates how you can set up control if you can get that your first ball on the jack.
Yeah, even though he hadn't covered the jack directly in that initial shot, he had it right in front of Lachlan, which made it difficult for him to get in there.
The referee's called 30
Oh,
seconds.
nice
There's
shot.
a good shot.
Well done.
So now the referee's showing a red paddle, which means that red will throw, the Korean athlete will throw, which means the blue ball of Lachlan's is now closest.
Yes, but it also could mean that because Lachlan's actually run out of balls.
He had it right in front of Lachlan,
But he
which
is,
made it
I believe,
difficult
closest to that last
for
shot.
him
Did
to get in
shift
there.
the red away from the jack.
And there's a replay now.
Yes, that's a great replay.
Oh, nice shot.
We're sitting on the side of the court, and you don't get the best view, but the view changes no matter where you are. That you'll sometimes see the players come up to see from a different angle.
It's always interesting when you're on court yourself, depending on the angle of the ball. It's sometimes very beneficial to go out and have a look if you're unsure.
What would the Korean competitor Sohn be thinking now? What might he do?
I think he would be... I would, if it was me, I think I'd try to push that jack back away from all the blues. Like, even if it hits his red, because if he can move his red closer to the jack, that would be ideal. I'm pretty sure Lachlan might be holding this end at the moment. Be great if we had cameras on the ceiling and we could get a bird's eye view.
Shot, yes. And it's just usually you know who's holding it.
Yeah.
But with, as you highlighted, Lachlan running out of his 6 balls, having thrown all 6 balls, it's going to be the Korean.
Oh.
That's an excellent shot, wasn't
Very
it?
good shot, yeah. Although it still might be too short. very hard to tell from this angle.
And it's starting to get quite crowded in that scoring circle, isn't it?
Yeah, the only thing that could give us an indication as to who's closest is if he asks the referee who's holding or what the score is. Oh, nice ball. I'm pretty sure he's just
we
got...
could see a replay of that,
can
because
we?
that was an
That was a really
shot.
good shot.
So Jeongmin, I think, has secured
is
the replay.
if he asks the referee who's holding or what the score is. Oh, nice ball.
Excellent.
That's the idea. Yeah, very tricky shot. Yeah, see, so he's actually asked the referee for who the scores to know who's holding, and because he's got 2 red, he's decided to throw off.
Which means he won't continue, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, which means now the referee will take away his remaining balls, and he will just take the 2 points that he has.
Because the risk, what would be the risk if he kept playing?
If he actually hit it in such a way or went over and it jumped and pushed into that blue that was on the side.
Because there were quite a few blues.
Yeah, they were too close enough that it could really change who controls that end. And when you're 2 up this early in the game, it's probably best to not get greedy with points and take that
Count
that
the
end.
Eggs you
Yeah.
have. Is that the expression? What is it?
Yeah.
So after the first of the 4 ends, Jeongmin Sohn of Korea is 2 points, and Lachlan Kavanagh is on 0. Lachlan will throw the jack this time.
Yes. Yep.
There still seems to be discussion with senior referees going on.
I'm not sure what's happening. Hopefully we'll find out.
So the jack has gone to Australia's Lachlan Kavanagh.
Lachlan's from Queensland.
He's gone very long.
Yes. It might be a tactical move. Maybe he's seen this opponent before and wants to play against a weakness that he might have seen, if there is one. Some people struggle really hard with the long shot.
And it's also very much over to his side of the court too.
Yes.
Didn't quite get his first ball up
No.
onto it.
But is it far enough that he's still safe?
It certainly is in the line to block.
Yeah, I can see that. I think there's a high possibility that Korea may actually hit his blue ball before they get to the jack.
Let's see how Jeongmin Sohn responds with his first ball. Referee calls 30 seconds to throw the shot.
What an interesting way that he throws. He holds his hand quite low to the floor. He's trying to get that good flick to create some distance in the shot.
Didn't work that time though, did it?
No, unfortunately. This is where Lachlan may have played a smart long ball. Even though it might have been hard for him to get on the jack and secure it, he's still in a good standing.
What might be going through Sohn's mind? Like, he's obviously under pressure, but he can't let that get to him, can he?
No, he'd be like, I just need to get it close enough.
The linesman's watching carefully.
Yeah, looking at those wheels, because Even from here, to be honest,
Because the feet can be over, the foot plates.
yes, as long as it's not actually touching the line.
The wheels cannot touch the line.
No, not
on
at
the
all.
side or in front.
No. So if anything on his chair or the wheels actually come in contact with the line or go above, the linesman or the referee will ideally stop the ball once it's thrown before it disrupts any of the balls on the game of play.
And that's what the linesman's carefully watching that, isn't he?
Yes.
That's the gentleman in black.
See, this is where Korea could really use a very hard ball. The hard ball creates the distance. And I think from seeing those first 3 balls that he's thrown, they're quite soft.
Maybe he's leaving his hard ball till later in his set.
It could be, or some athletes actually don't even have hard balls in their set. It depends on what he usually plays. Well, that one was a hard one.
You could hear it thud.
But unfortunately it hit one of his own and slowed it down too quickly.
So Lachlan Kavanagh still holding.
This will create a great opportunity for Lachlan to possibly, if he can get...
What did he do there? What was that?
Oh, he's thrown off. Maybe he doesn't want to waste his energy. He realises that the distance is too much.
So he's prepared to concede whatever points
concede
happen.
losing this end just because, or they're very soft balls, and he knows that it just won't make it.
So Lachlan out of time. He
ran out of time. Yes.
Yeah, we weren't watching that. There's Lachlan puts the ball well up.
We're so focused on the athletes
Yes.
that we didn't see that he was out of time there.
So with all the balls, the 6 balls must all be thrown
within the time frame, yeah.
Yes, so that was why the referee stopped that then. And you can see the time remaining. So Lachlan having about 2 minutes 20 to finish throwing his balls. He has thrown 3 and 3 to go. And that is not what he would like, is to move the red balls up.
No, definitely not. All he needs to do is try to go through those red and bypass them.
If he has a soft ball, that might be challenging though, wouldn't it?
Definitely. You'd have to put a lot of power into it if you could.
Ideally, you'd want to lob it over the red if you possibly could.
Or find a gap between and just go for the gap.
Sohn has closed the gap though. His balls are carefully placed.
Oh,
but there's
very
an
nice.
opening. Lachlan gets a third into the scoring circle, a very big scoring circle. We saw the previous match, a tiny, so many blues and reds all within centimetres.
Such a difference from end to end, right?
Yes. And each player has to be able to play all options.
Oh, I was concerned that was going to go out. All he needs to do is get it closer than that closest red, and then he'll still score.
Yes.
So the idea is not to go so hard that you go out.
Let's see what he does with his last ball.
Very nice.
So that will be a handy point scoring.
Yes.
5.
5 points. Well done, Lachlan.
And that's halfway through the competition. 5-2 the score. The Korean Sohn will be the next to place the jack. A minute's break in between. The coaches come out to gather the balls and talk to their players. Lachlan's coach Bruna will have a quick word to him.
She'll be giving him all the tactics on what to do in the next end.
The athlete's also hydrating. Very important to keep hydration up. Hydration's critical to vision.
Definitely.
Many people don't realise that. And vision, obviously, a core component of this sport. So the coach is making sure the athletes are intaking fluids. Each player has 3 minutes 30 to throw their 6 balls. Sohn to place the jack.
What do you think? Do you think he's going to go in the same location as last time?
I suspect, yes. His side, very short.
He seems
again,
very comfortable in those short shots.
But in one of the other matches, the commentator that I was co-commentating with said it's also good to mix things up too and mess with the head of your opponent. So
he's gone a little bit further.
A little longer, but if possible, he's gone more across to his side of the court, hasn't he?
Yes, he definitely has.
And now with the next ball, he'll be wanting to really, what will he want to do with his ball?
He'll really want to get it right in front of that jack on Lachlan's side so that it makes it challenging for him to move it.
Yeah, that will reduce Lachlan's options. Let's see what Sohn can do with his first ball in the third end.
Not quite the outcome I'm sure he was hoping for.
No, it hasn't got, as we can see, close, but it also isn't blocking.
No, if you look at the
Lachlan
line that we can see that Lachlan has to the jack, he should have a very clear shot.
And now he'd want to do the same thing effectively, wouldn't he? Be
Yes.
on the jack and also blocking.
He needs to take the opportunity while it's not blocked to actually take hold of it.
Take control of the game.
Very nice shot.
Excellent shot.
That is beautiful, and it's more on Korea's side, which is really going to be difficult to move.
Maybe we could see a replay of that. An excellent first shot by Lachlan to take control of the jack.
Very nice shot.
So with Lachlan Kavanagh controlling the jack and holding the position, be Jeongmin Sohn of Korea with the red ball to take his second throw.
I find it so interesting how low he likes to lean to throw his ball.
And he dropped it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Look, he at least, if it stays within his box, the referee will give it back. If it falls out of the box, then he loses that ball. Although I think now with the rules, if it's a clear accidental drop and the referee cites it, then you will still get it back.
That red ball moved up closer, but still not close enough. There is definitely an opening, isn't there?
Oh, for sure.
He could slot it up there if that had gone just a little bit further.
And if you look at the space and the angle, the jack isn't fully covered. There's a little bit of white on this side of us. So really he just needs to use that to push the jack.
He could, roll his red ball up onto the jack and push the jack forward.
Yes.
And keep his ball right on the jack.
Ooh.
I think he's trying to do that.
He is, but he's blocking himself in the process, which is unfortunate.
And they look quite soft balls, as you commented before.
The softer balls are a lot harder to move when doing these lobs. If they're harder, then you have a better chance of shifting it. Ooh. The only positive, I guess, could be that if he sets up a decent enough blockade, it will make it more difficult for Lachlan to get more shots in.
And from this angle, it looks like a wall, doesn't it?
Yeah, literally. This is where Lachlan would be thinking.
So why is Lachlan throwing now? Timed out?
No, we haven't timed out, but
He's got 2 balls.
yeah, he's already got 2 balls there. They had 15 seconds left, so the time didn't run out.
He must have dropped them. Anyway, the Korean's end is finished. Lachlan will be trying to add to his score, but if he continues like that, his options and possibility is he pushes the red up, doesn't he?
Right now, Lachlan should be thinking, do I take the point if I've got, like, it's good to try 1 ball, and it's obviously got that ball, but he's holding the end, and if he can get 1 more in, it's great. Oh, nice. There we go.
So that chance, he obviously felt he had it.
Yeah, so if he felt he was too blocked, he would have just threw off and taken the point. But I think it's always worth a shot if you can get more points. As long as it's not going to destroy the end, which, look, he's done a great job.
They're great shots. I think he's found a nice position.
Yeah, if he just sticks to that line, he can get all 5 points again. He's got 2 balls remaining.
And total score is important when it comes to determining semi-finals.
Oh, unfortunate that one hit. Yeah. But yeah, definitely sometimes it can come down to points depending on, you know, whether you end up making it to semi-finals or not. If 2 people have won 2 games each, then it will very
Placed
nice.
Beautifully. Could we see that one again?
Yeah, that
would be lovely. 4. That was an excellent last ball.
That really was a great shot.
Securing the 4th point.
Whether you end up making it to semi-finals or not, if 2 people have won 2 games each, then it will very nice
to be.
Perfect.
Very different throwing technique. There's no sort of rules around what you can and can't do, is there really?
No, not really. Like, as long as obviously you're within your box, nothing is on the line, and your bottom is on your seat, because you do have to remain seated the whole time. There's really no rules as whether you throw over or underarm.
And you've commented, Fiona, on the very low release.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by whether that's a tactical thing or
part of his physical capacity.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's right. Like, see, me personally, I cannot throw underarm to save myself. Like, it's always an above arm shot, just because I don't have enough flexibility in my wrist, and it could be something like, you know, he gets a better flick if he goes lower.
The classification system in Paralympic sport and in boccia, as for all sports, groups similar groupings of athletes together. So within a specified range, these athletes would have the same functional potential.
Definitely. It's always a tricky process, this classification.
So we begin the 4th and final end. Lachlan places the jack very similar to last time, perhaps not quite as far.
Yeah, he's only probably gone about 6 metres, I would say.
Perhaps fatiguing?
Or could be, or maybe just trying to give himself a better shot, which that was a really decent shot. He's got it right in front. Even though it's not touching, it's a very good line.
Jeongmin Sohn will have his first ball, and he can score 6 points, so he can certainly lift the total number of points here. Lachlan Kavanagh has won.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Lachlan's done the maths, and he said, I'm not going to make it hard for myself and go all the way to the back, maybe.
I've already won this match. I might as well see how many points I can get for that for and against if I need it.
That's right.
Further down the line. So that hasn't gone into the scoring circle. Jeongmin Sohn will take his second ball.
I think Lachlan's probably thinking I can breathe now. It's always like such a comforting thing when you're an athlete and you know that you've taken a good enough lead that you can be like, okay, I don't have to stress so much.
But he set it up, didn't he?
Yes, he definitely
He lost
did.
the first end and then set it up with
Yes.
a really difficult, long throw.
It was very tactical. It's almost like a game of chess, Boccia. You're always trying to anticipate your opponent's next move.
And the next move after that.
Yeah.
Ball 2 for Jeongmin Sohn from Korea. Still outside the scoring circle. 1 minute 14 remaining to throw the 4 balls. So that might also be challenging.
Yeah, this is where it's interesting because some of our athletes at our clubs, they actually have extra balls that they, depending on who they play against, they will have some extra hard ones. And this is where Korea maybe, if they knew that Lachlan could do those faraway shots, might have benefited from if they had but they would have to choose them obviously before going in the call room. You can't, no, and you can't come out with extra ones into the call room. Oh, that was a really good effort.
Jeongmin Sohn's going to run out of time again.
Yeah, and from here, I'm sure the linesman's watching that line because it looks so close.
And that's the time called.
Time's gone.
Jeongmin Sohn. Lachlan Kavanagh has 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes for his.
Now it really depends if Lachlan needs to make up points if he's had any other losses in any other games. And if not, and he's had nothing but wins and is already known that he's made it to semis, he may just choose to throw off, or he may just keep going for points just to secure that win.
He seems to be definitely going to have at least one more ball.
Nice, very good shot by Lachlan.
Got it through that gap, didn't he?
Yes, he did. To be fair, there's not a huge risk of, even if he was to hit the red, I don't think he would hit it hard enough that it would go further, and he's found that sweet spot and he's getting it right on there.
They don't have to touch all they have to do is be the closest.
That's right. And he's still got so much time on the board. Well done.
Very good points feast for Lachlan Kavanagh in this Pool B BC2 men's competition.
He's really got himself lined up in a really good spot in the box. Look at that.
You can see a little LK for Lachlan Kavanagh on his ball. It's very cute. So holding 5 and a minute and a half for his last ball, so he can take his time here
Yeah,
to further extend his lead.
he's definitely not at risk of running out of time. Oh, beautiful.
Excellent. So he has, the referee calls, has to get the extra finger in to call 6.
He's got a huge smile on his face. He's pleased with that result for sure.
That's the end of the match and a big win to Lachlan Kavanagh. Started a little shaky.
That's
Lost the first end.
Yeah,
16 points to 2.
he's definitely not at risk of running out of time.
Is it 2
Oh,
or 3?
beautiful.
I mean 15, sorry.
15 to 2.
Yeah, 15 points to 2.
There we go. Official score on the board. Both athletes are satisfied with what the referee has called, so they'll collect their balls and move on to the next match.
Well,
All
now-
starts again, doesn't it?
Yeah, now they'll actually go over and agree to the, with the referee, they'll agree that those points were the points that they scored during each end and just confirm it. If there's any question, they'd have to mention it now, but it's pretty clear.
Pretty clear cut.
Yeah.
Not as tight as some of the other matches
No.
we've seen here. At the World Boccia Challenger in Canberra, the next match is due to start at 1:50 p.m. Australian Daylight Saving Time here on Court 1, which is the court that we are live streaming. 6 courts in operation. We're live streaming Court 1. The next match, which will be in about 5 minutes, will be a BC4 female competition, Pool A Round 1, between Huyen Chung from Hong Kong and Pooja Gupta from India. So you've got a very short break if you want to go and grab a drink and come back to watch the live stream. We'll be back in about 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Fiona. That was really interesting.
No worries,
All the best
thank you.
with the 2 clubs,
Thank you.
Liverpool and Penrith in New South Wales, and people can find them on the website if they'd
Yeah,
like to get
definitely
down
on the
and
Boccia Australia
get some
website.
coaching from you
Definitely.
and get involved. Thank you.
Thank you.